Hey, hi, good morning. Welcome to our channel, Connecting with Leaders. This is a collaborative platforms where industry leaders come and have a discussion on ESG and BRSR standard reporting. Today, I have with me Neha Gupta. She is an MBA from ICFI Business School, Hyderabad. She has also taken a certification course in ESG from Corporate Finance Institute. She is a life coach and a therapist. Welcome, Neha.
Hi, hello, Sunil. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Yeah, let's start.
Okay, thank you, Neha. Neha, I was reading your article on this well-being of people and corporate employees. Can you please elaborate on this principle?
Yeah. Sunil, like we all know, BRSR has expanded its horizon to add nine more KPIs as a part of BRSR core, and well-being is one of its aspects where which should be very important for uh, for the board members as well as for the corporate employees as well as the main leadership people who are managing and governing the organization as a whole. So when we talk about well-being, it started with just financial well-being, when the corporate world and the sectors had just started emerging, but now well-being is not just restricted to financial well-being. It should include physical well-being, it should include social well-being, it should also include emotional well-being. So we see that, a lot of companies are doing fairly well on these parameters, while a few companies also need to, really pull up their socks to do more for their employees. Because on and off, we see, if we talk about India, we do see a lot of people are struggling. We listen to news and everything, like some people are under stress, there are lifestyle diseases. So I would say it's more like a holistic growth, holistic development of the employees, in which employees also have a part to play. But if the companies have policies that can that they can accommodate the wellness of the employees, then it will be just great. Yeah.
So, as a independent director on the board, what
Yeah.
what are the strategies that you will think that this space can have an impact?
Yeah. So as an independent director or as any person on a board, I would say firstly we should be asking the right questions to the MDs, CEOs, because we need to question about the policies that they have. So for example, a lot of companies are offering insurance policies, which is basically group insurance, but the amount is very limited. However, owing to the rising costs of the medical expenses now, a 5 lakh to 6 lakh coverage might not be enough, right, for the person or the employee and the family. So during the COVID times, we did see that many of the companies were providing additional money to the people who were suffering from COVID. But I think, now with the growing number of diseases, there is a requirement to also expand the horizon to maybe mental health, to therapy related things. Reason being that mental health is something which cannot be seen, right? But it can be felt. And in the corporate world, from my own 13 years of experience, I have seen that people are not very open. Yes, now things have changed. The environment is really, getting more, I would say, open-minded. But still, that uh, we cannot really open up regarding our mental health or our stress. So I would see that the horizon of the medical insurance needs to be increased. Apart from that, every organization must have life coaches, therapists in place where they should be allowed to engage anonymously, because employees will not be comfortable talking about their mental health in open. There could be many other strategies that can be done, but as an independent director, my focus would be to monitor what is happening, and also something at a more grassroots level, because just making a policy is not enough. We have to check how it is implemented.
Okay, so you have taken a very good point about the insurance. So see,
Yeah.
people in the middle management and lower
Yeah.
level, in middle management they do have their parents as a dependents,
Right.
and in society like India we don't have insurance for senior people. So what as a strategy you see for in this space?
Yeah, so like I have worked in few companies where what they do is that for the parents, if you want a parental coverage also, you have to pay a little extra amount, which is okay because again, we also have to think about the profitability. Like corporates cannot afford everything, but there comes a point of sensitization of the employees taking the charge of buying the insurance with some money because ultimately the cost will be very high. And if we are covered, we are good. One more thing which I think companies can do is to spread general financial awareness, Sunil. What I feel is that, especially in females, I've seen a lot of my colleagues are, even though they are earning, they are dependent on their husbands to manage money. Every time in January, they will say, I have to make this investment. My husband is saying because of ATC. But that should not be the case. So we also need financial awareness, not just among females, but also among everybody, because a lot of people still don't have health insurance. And nowadays, in our age group, like mid 30s, 40s, things like cardiac arrests, a lot of health related issues are very, very common. So when you are not insured, what happens that the anxiety level would just double up because you already don't have money, you are already sick. So that awareness can also be spread, that you're trying to impart knowledge to your employees.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Thanks, Neha, for those insights. Uh,
thank you.
yeah. So what we can do is we can conclude over here. Thanks for your
Okay.
time.
Yeah. So as a concluding remark, I would say that this thing, entire well-being thing, is also causing a lot of reputational damages to the companies, where recently we saw a case where a HDFC manager was not treating his employees well, but we could easily judge that manager, but come to think of it, the pressure is trickling down from the top to bottom, right? So the overall well-being is disturbed. So I would say that one thing which is very important for the management is that they must be aware about what is happening at the grassroots level. There should be more engagement activities. I am also in a favor of bottom to up feedback. Like we always have a manager evaluating the employees, but if the employees are also managing, reviewing the manager, it would be a great insight for the top leadership to see what is actually happening. And then lastly, taking the engagement surveys very seriously, it's very important. A lot of companies have quarterly employee engagement surveys where they ask the employees about a lot of things. So there should be regular discussions, if of a group, kind of a discussion where what are the people saying. And HR should also take a very important part in that. So it's the responsibility of everyone. Even employees should be aware that what policies their company is offering. Otherwise, in a crisis time, they will not know where to go.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Thank you. Thank you for your time, Neha. We can
yeah.
continue. We can continue.
Thank you, Sunil. Thank you for this opportunity. Thanks. Yeah.